Hello again. Now the main stories in London. The Metropolitan Police have set out their plans to police Extinction Rebellion protests in the capital over the next 2 weeks. Officers will try to engage with protesters to avoid the demonstrations seen in previous protests, with specialist teams on standby to remove people who attach themselves to structures. Well, the action is due to start on Sunday.
We're very aware that this is a very, very important issue. But the police's job, the role of the Met and working with the City of London in this, is to balance the rights of those people who want to protest lawfully with the rights of those people who are going to be affected by this protest, the businesses, the communities of London, the public who want to go about their normal business.
Unions are meeting with Transport for London today in a bid to avoid 2 threatened strikes on the Underground next week. It's a last-ditch attempt to stop the walkouts over a change in rostering for night tube drivers. Well, TfL says the action will bring massive disruption to the network across all lines. There's been a 55% increase in hospitality jobs available in London since pre-pandemic levels, according to a job website Indeed. It's leading to restaurants struggling to find staff, with significant food price and wage inflation being seen across the sector. Industry bosses say the decline in the number of EU workers in the capital has also played a role.
Particularly the fact that we lost a large number of our non-UK nationals who went home before Christmas and haven't been able to return. And that's meaning that for many of our restaurants, up to about a quarter, they're not able to function at full strength. They're having to reduce their service times and reduce the number of covers that they're able to satisfy.
Football, and Spurs made history last night by selecting the first ever identical twins from men's first team squad. Teenagers Michael and Matthew Craig were named as substitutes in the Europa Conference League playoff against Passos de Freya last night. The siblings joined the club as under-12s. Unfortunately, making history wasn't enough to win the match, which Spurs lost 1-0. All right, time for the weather now. Here's Aisling.
Making the most of it, whatever the weather. Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
Hello there. Well, it's going to stay dry through the rest of this afternoon. Some bright and sunny spells around, a little breezy, and temperatures above average, highs of around 23 degrees Celsius. But it is all about to change. So as we head through this evening, it's going to stay dry, but it's increasingly breezy. By the early hours of the morning, signs of the first spell of rain to push through. Very mild tonight, though, temperatures around 16 degrees Celsius. Now, through tomorrow, it's going to deteriorate quite quickly through the morning. Breezy, blustery, outbreaks of rain, the potential for a little bit of thunder as well. But despite the cloud and rain out there, it's going to be very warm, very humid, highs of around 22 degrees.
Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
OK, let's take a look at what's coming up on tonight's programme. We'll be sitting down with the cast and creative teams behind Back to the Future, the musical, as it premieres in the West End tonight. Based on the 80s movie, the stage adaptation will open at the Adelphi Theatre until next February. It's good. That's it. Duncan is back here at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.